Innovate Moroccan Keratin, Sweet Men. Today, one of the most requested treatments in the salon. You see the professional product in this video. We will show the step-by-step treatment of Innovate. We will start with step number 1, which is to wash the hair with deep cleansing shampoo. These are performed on the hair approximately 2 to 3 times, depending on the impurities that have hair. This is the second application that I am doing, and you will notice how little by little the shampoo step number 1 is making more foam in the hair. This indicates that the hair is getting free of all the impurities of all the residues washed and moved. It is suggested to wash the hair from 2 to 3 times, but sometimes you will notice that after the 3rd wash, the hair still has many impurities, so without problem, we can wash a 4th time or a 5th time or even a 6th time if necessary. In this case, we are doing a 3rd wash to make sure that all the impurities are out of the hair. It is important to distribute this product very well throughout the hair and wash it very gently so as not to open the cuticle of the hair or damage the tip. Rinse it very well. One of my recommendations is to rinse the hair very well to be able to remove all the product. After washing the hair, we are going to detangle the hair completely, and we will To proceed to oil the hair 100%, we can do it with hot or warm air. There is no restriction. There is no problem if you want to do it with 3 cold, but preferably hot air. Here we have the hair 100% dry and ready, free of impurities, and ready to apply the creatine. Let's divide our hair into 4 sections. Lesson number 1, section number 2, section number 3, and we will work with the 4th section. Let's start with the 4th one. Instruction: we're going to start at the nape of the neck, taking a small amount of product. It's important not to touch the scalp color with the product. We're going to do it outside the scalp. We're going to apply the product, and we're going to make sure that the product is perfectly well distributed, but always make sure it's outside the scalp. This is to not cause any irritation to the scalp, and we're going to make sure we're going to finish it very gently, to make sure that we're going to finish it very gently, to make sure that the The product is being well distributed throughout the hair, and here we are going to continue with our second section using exactly the same technique out of the growth and make sure that the product is doing very well distributed throughout the hair. Again, we are going to comb the hair to make sure the product doing well distributed, and we are going to do it in a very delicate way so as not to pull the hair. Let's go with our third section. The application is exactly like that. First, as in the second one, we are going to make sure that it is well distributed. It is an extremely important brush. We can introduce it a little bit to make it a little bit more sure that the product is well applied, but above all well distributed throughout the hair. Again, we are going to comb and we go with the fourth and last section of our model. The technique is exactly the same. We apply the amount. It is important to make sure we do not apply the product in excess. We go back to comb to make sure that we are well distributed. The product is well distributed. We go with the fourth and last section, and the technique is exactly the same, making sure that the product is perfectly well distributed. I emphasize this because suddenly, if we do not make a correct application, the treatment can be that no sections do not have the product, and we get a very light wave. Really, that is not what we are looking for, and that is due to the incorrect application of the product. And make sure that the product is very well distributed. We comb it back again. Time of the keratin treatment is 25 to 35 minutes, depending on the amount of hair. It depends on the thickness of the hair, but normally it is 25 to 35. The next step is to dry the hair perfectly well, making sure that it is 100% dry from growth to ends. The third step is the flat ironing, and then we continue with the next step, and then we comb it again. Then we continue with the ironing at a temperature of 200 degrees centigrade or 400 degrees. The hair is ironed 7 to 10 times per million. The ironing that we are doing is a uniform ironing from the growth of the hair to the uniform tip. It is extremely important that we do it in a uniform way from the growth to the ends. This will give us a very good result, and we are noticing how the product is sealing, and it is giving us a lot of shine, and we are seeing how the product is sealing and giving us a lot of shine. We are seeing part of the result of the hair, and again, it is extremely important that we do it in a uniform way from the growth to the ends, and we are seeing how the product is sealing, and it is giving us a lot of shine. Lots and lots of shiny green. The lesson, we are seeing part of the result of the hair, and I mentioned again that it is extremely important that we iron the hair from this growth to the ends. Again, I mentioned it is 7 to 10 passes for each strand here, as we are also noticing in the section is very thin. I do not recommend that you do not use very thick sections, and here we already have the treatment 100%. Finished with a very favorable result hair, totally free of frizz, but above all with lots and lots of shine. Well, this was the step-by-step treatment. Moroccan, that was a time fragment of the line, and we have the before and after. Thank you very much for watching the video. A little further down and in other parts of this post are the advertisements in case you want to buy this product to try it out.